Today, remember this. You're probably not occupying as much space in other people's heads as you think. Now, before that feels too heartbreaking, please do let me explain. I don't mean to suggest that people don't care about you. I just mean that people are busy. Busy, yes, doing stuff, but also busy worrying about the embarrassing thing they said yesterday. Wondering whether they're doing a good enough job at work or at home. Trying to decide what to have for dinner, remember if they replied to that email. In other words, just busy being themselves. Just like you. Just like all of us. Ultimately, we're all wandering around starring in these little films inside our heads, occasionally making pretty unremarkable cameo appearances in each other's. And honestly, I'm kind of glad, because it means I can get away with a lot more embarrassing stuff than I would otherwise be able to. Case in point, okay, I started work at my current job almost 5 years ago, and way back when, at the end of my first week, I was having a check-in call with my manager, Joe. I thanked him for the warm welcome and a great first week, and then confidently signed off the call by saying, "Thanks, Luke, bye, see you next week." I caught it immediately and corrected myself. Joe, sorry, I know that you're Joe, I know that you're not Luke, because Luke was his manager, my manager's manager. There was a Luke. I was mortified. And honestly, I still die just a little bit inside when I think about it today. And honestly, no joke, I probably think about it at least once a week. But I would bet a pretty significant amount of money that if I asked Joe about this today, he would just stare blankly at me and have no idea what I'm talking about, and then just laugh, probably. I'm not going to ask him because I'm still too embarrassed to bring it up. But, you know, if I did. Because while this promptly became part of my mental highlight reel, I have no doubt that Joe immediately forgot about it, certainly by the time he opened his next email. You see this all the time, don't you? The awkward joke that doesn't land, the email with the typo, that moment when you wave at somebody who actually wasn't waving at you. All of these moments feel enormous to us because we're experiencing them from the inside. But everybody else is experiencing their own equally enormous thing. I find that very liberating. It's not because other people don't care, they're just carrying their own universe full of thoughts, hopes, distractions, just like us. So today, remember this. Other people are probably not thinking about you, caring about you, as much as you think. They're too busy heaving around a life that's just as full as your own. And that's okay, because it gives you a little bit more space to do the same. A question to take with you: what's a moment that you've quietly been replaying in your head that everybody else has almost certainly forgotten about by now? You heard about mine. Talk soon.